Okay, folks, so I'm trying to get out of Thorsby, Alabama. My customer is just across the railroad tracks here to the left, but to get back to this road you have to kind of go up and make a U-turn. So I called dispatch, and I'm going to have one of those learning experience loads that you hear about. They tell us about these loads in orientation, but this will be my first time to get one. Going back to Tarrant City, Alabama, which is basically, you know, like just north of Birmingham. The ABC Coke, they call it. We're getting a load of petroleum coke. And what I've been told is that this is going to be, you know, the hot kind. And it's, you know, kind of rock size. You know, another driver told me it'd probably be about the size of my steering wheel, so pretty big chunks of coal rocks. I don't know, you know, I haven't picked this up before, so but from what I've been told, it gets loaded pretty hot. And they have a sprinkler system there you can pull up under and kind of spray it down to help it cool, but you basically gotta sit there a while, be patient after you get loaded, sit there a while and let it cool. You gotta make sure, you know, it's cool enough to go, because it can catch some air. You know, it'll heat up the sides of your trailer. You know, if you've got some pockets of air getting into your trailer somehow, holes in your tarp, it can just be like fuel to the fire, if you will. So this will be a learning experience, and it goes to Owens Corning in Joplin, Missouri, which I've delivered to a couple of times before. Not this product, but just what they call filter rocks. So at least I know where I'm going. It'll be a good trip. It's only 9 a.m. at this point, and it's just a little over an hour to get from here to there. So, you know, I should be able to get loaded and still get out of there and get down the road a bit today. So, there you go. That's what we're doing. I've got a couple of calls to make. I missed a call last night from Sean, who's a new driver, just finished orientation a week or so ago and got out on his own. I need to call him, and then I've got another person that emailed me, wants me to call, just has some questions about Oakley. And also got a couple of text messages from Rowdy over in Texas. He's planning to start with Oakley in the summer. He said the freight where he is working right now has gotten kind of slow. He was asking, you know, if they're keeping us busy, and I said, yeah, I'm staying busy. Just had a little bit of slowdown due to the weather, but I just chose to stay in. Oh. So, you can see, oh, let's get through this yellow light. You can see it's started raining a bit. Probably going to be raining everywhere I go today. I think we've got a pretty good sized rainstorm coming across the country right now. Anyway, let's go to Tarrant City and get some hot coke. All right, folks, a little update for you. We're getting into Birmingham here. Still about 8 miles from my shipper, says the GPS. We're about to get off of 65 north onto 20 east. Just thought I'd give you a little shot of Birmingham. I used to come to Birmingham quite a lot, you know, driving from Maverick. There's a couple of places here we picked up product, flatbed product. But again, I have not gone to this or picked up at this place we're heading to today, so this will be a new experience. I did just finish a phone conversation with Robert, who's interested in Oakley. We'll talk for a bit. He's already talked to a recruiter a couple months back, but you know, just wanted to talk to a driver. Sounds like he's going to apply, but he's down in Florida. Didn't say exactly where, but down in Florida. Let me switch lanes here. Just giving you a shot of Birmingham. Still light rain, not bad. I could use some rain. Actually, my truck is pretty dirty. You know how it is after there's ice and snow on the road and it starts melting. You just get that road spray all over everything. So this is a section of the freeway system that they did a lot of work to a couple of years back, if that long. It was messed up for a while, I'll tell you. It's very nice now. Let me switch lanes again. Yeah, all this stuff right here. All new. I mean, it used to be that I-20 cutting through here, they just took it down. You couldn't go through here on I-20. It was gone. Whoops. All right, this will give you a little shot of some stuff. There's a big Alabama Power building, it says. Be getting on Alabama 79 up here in about 2.5 miles. I need to get over. All right, well, that's about all I can show you right now. All right, well, I've turned onto the road that hopefully will lead us to ABC Coke. There's a sign. I can see the sign up on the building, ABC. And then here's a little sign to the left, says ABC Coke Division. So it sounds like we're in the right place. Like I said, never been here before. So I think we're supposed to go this way. I see a couple of trucks over to the left there, not Oakley trucks. They look like they might already be loaded though. I'm not sure. So let me stop here and walk up to this office and see what's going on. Okay. Well, I walked up to the little guard shack there. Nice lady took my name, said I was in the right place. So I'll just show you this since we're learning together. So she told me once I go through the gate here to hang a left, and it would loop me around to the scale house. Okay guys, so here's the load. So I've got to climb up here and knock a few off the top and then get my bows over and roll my tarp up. But here's the load. Giving you a quick look at it. All right, everybody, I got her tarped up. Got my bows on. Ready to get out of here. I got a lot of good footage back there, but I won't be able to use it because as I scaled out, the guy asked me if I was the one back there taking pictures. I guess the loaders had mentioned it to him. I said, yeah, I have a little camera. I do a YouTube channel. He says, well, we don't like any of that, you know. So I said, okay, no problem. I won't use any of the footage. So you gotta respect that. I didn't see any signs saying no cameras allowed or anything. You know, usually if I see those, I'll, you know, respect them, but no problem. I did get a lot of footage though. Unfortunately, I won't be able to use it. But I did see a couple of Oakley trucks in there that had gotten loaded with the hot product. I'm glad I did not get the hot product. I got what they call green. It was just piled up outside, you know. It wasn't hot. It looked the same, but it wasn't hot, evidently. You know, I don't know. But luckily, you know, that made it easier for me because now I can just leave. Those guys that have the hot stuff are going to have to go get it sprayed with water, from what I've heard, and then maybe sit around and you know, let it cool off. Yeah. All right, so this goes to Joplin, Missouri. Let's head that way. All right, folks. Hey, we made it to Thursday. About noon. I'm about half an hour from my customer in Joplin, Missouri, Owens Corning. It's been an interesting couple of days. A lot of rain, a lot of severe fog, some tough traffic. So I picked up this load of green petroleum coke, is what they call it. You know, I didn't get the hot version. Got this in Tarrant City, Alabama. But I had a delay for a day or so, a little more than a day, I guess. I had to stop in Hamilton, Alabama, and have some little minor repair done to my truck. So lost a little time there. And interesting story with that, I'll try to tell you real quick, is, you know, they had me drop my trailer there at the Loves in Hamilton, Alabama, and while my truck was in the shop, and another Oakley driver came to pick it up, but he ended up, they decided for him not to take it because, you know, he had a long nose Peterbilt, which evidently weighed about 1,800 to 2,000 pounds more than my truck. So he was about 800 pounds heavy with this load and trailer. So they opted for him not to take it. You know, the net weight on my product load here is about 47,220, as I remember. You know, a little over 23.5 tons, which is, you know, that's kind of my target load. I weighed right at 79,000. But his truck was so much heavier than mine that he wasn't able to haul it. So anyway, I'm kind of glad it worked out that way, because I didn't want to lose my trailer. I just had this trailer in the shop last week. Got some things done on it. You know, I've had this trailer for many months. It's a spread axle. Really didn't want to give it up. And this was a good run, you know, up here to Joplin, Missouri. So that's kind of what happened. So yeah, lost a little time there. Unfortunately, but you know, that's how it goes. Don't know what's next. I've talked to the dispatcher and gave him my ETA, but he didn't tell me if he had something set up yet. So I did get a message from Robert earlier today. I talked to him a couple days ago, and he's down in Florida and has been watching all the Oakley podcasts and my videos, and finally decided to apply at Oakley. And he had just sent me a message that he had put in his application and was using me as his referral. Thank you very much, Robert. I hope things go well for you. And I also talked to another new driver that's trying to get out of orientation, but he's kind of having a rough time of it. Eric from over in South Carolina. He kind of started at a bad time, you know, that with all the snow and ice we had around North Little Rock. And then he had problems with his drug test, getting sent off and delayed, maybe partially because of the weather. And then they determined that they had somehow his drug test got labeled with the wrong name on it, which created some confusion and delay. And then it finally got back, you know, it was several days late getting in, which delayed him, you know, getting released from orientation. And then yesterday afternoon he told me that they couldn't get his license plate. You know, our license plates for our trucks through at Oakley or come out of Oklahoma. And something about the Oklahoma system was down yesterday, so they couldn't get his truck plate. So he's having a rough time. And the trailer he's got, you know, he got a trailer assigned to him. He said, of course, it's been raining like crazy the last few days, so he's been checking out his trailer and everything, and it's holding a lot of water, he said. Can't really figure out how all the water's getting in, so he's been putting it back in the shop, having them look at it, trying to figure out how the water's getting in the trailer. I mean, he said, you know, like standing water, like up in the front of the trailer, he's got like a, I don't know, a considerable amount of water sitting there, which I don't know. But I hope they can get him fixed up and out of there very soon. He's starting to get frustrated. So, of course, by the time y'all see this video, I'm sure he'll be out and going. But that's what's been happening the last couple of days. Just a lot of yucky weather, delays, getting the truck in the shop. You know, speaking of this, you know, Hamilton, Alabama, I put my truck I made it to the speed code there at the Loves in Hamilton, and they told me I had a EGR valve problem, but they couldn't work on it, so they recommended a local shop called Lamb Motors, or oh man, I have to look up the name. I forget what they call themselves. Premier, maybe? Premier Towing and Repair. It was only, you know, 6 or 7 miles from the Loves, so I was able to get over there. My truck was in D-rate due to low fuel pressure, but I was able to get over there, and man, super nice folks. If you're ever having trouble and you're in the Hamilton, Alabama area, right there off of I-22, you know, about 12 miles from the Mississippi line, good folks, man. They got me right in, got on it, got the correct diagnosis. It was not the EGR valve. They got it fixed. They even, you know, because they have a used car. They sell used cars and rebuild used cars and sell them. So they gave me a car to use. So I was able to get myself moving around town, go get food, go to a hotel, you know. So yeah, that was really nice. So thanks to those guys there at Lamb Motors. Good folks, I highly recommend it. So, all right, well, we're about 20 minutes from my customer, so I'll try to get you some footage. Hopefully the rain will stay stopped long enough for me to get empty. All right, people. There's a sign that says Owings Corning, trucks and visitors, next left. You know, I've been here a couple of times before, but it's been many months. This is vaguely familiar. All right. Owens Corning Thermofiber, Joplin Mineral Wool Plant. It says. So, let's get in here and see if we can get unloaded. There's a Billman truck. Now, as I remember, there's a sign here that says raw material and waste. Now, all the other loads I've delivered came in this way, so that's where I'm going. It says shipping and receiving to the right, but it's a waste of time to go down there. Alright, so this is gate 1. I've never delivered this particular product here before. I'm reading this sign here. Gates open, so I'm going to go on through because I think what's going to happen is down at this stop sign, I'll probably get escorted from there into where I need to dump. So maybe this guy will help me out. Okay, well, he looked at my paperwork and signed it and told me I'm going to come up here. What they have is, let me turn this radio off. What they have here is like a carousel of bins with different products. I call it a carousel. It's just kind of a round structure with different bins. And he told me I'm going to be dumping in bin number 5, which you might can see straight ahead. So I just gotta, God, look at the puddle of water up here. Wow. I don't remember all this rocky raw material being here to the left. So anyway, I'm gonna go through this lake here, see what it looks like in front of pile number 5. I haven't taken my tarp off, mud flaps or anything. I got to get my boots on and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to position here and try to dump this stuff. Now, he told me number 5, but well, I'm just going to get positioned here. Let me try to get positioned here. Hey, I want to explain something real quick. The guy that I stopped to talk to first, as I mentioned, told me to dump in pit number 5, but the product I'm hauling is black, more like this product. So I asked this other guy over here in the front end loader. He checked my paperwork and said, man, thanks for asking. He said, yeah, you need to be in this pit right here. So he appreciated me checking because I was about to dump in a place they did not need this product. All right, folks, I'm dumped, got my tarp on, mud flaps on, ready to go. I had to move out of the way a little bit because there was another truck that needed to get by me and dump. I'm going to try to show you. I wish they'd do a better job of picking up these rocks around here because they get stuck in between your tires. But here's my load right there. Right there. The front end loader We'll come around in a minute and scoop it all into the bay. I noticed that I had a lot more product in my trailer than there was a Beelman truck in here dumping, and he had a much smaller load than I did. Maybe he's just moving stuff from around the plant here. I don't know. Anyway, let's go through the lake. I've already got my paperwork signed, so it's just a matter of getting back out of here. I'm going to stop out here once I drive through all this stuff and check my tires, because I've already found one of these rocks in between my tires. Trying to put myself on yard mode here. Okay. Now you don't have to scale in or out here. They just go by the paperwork you give them. So I'm just going to pull over here to the right and kind of do a quick walk around and call dispatch. Okay. Well, I've done a quick walk around, checked the truck, tires, all that, called dispatch, and they've got me going back to Northwest Arkansas, specifically to Rogers, Arkansas, to Tenenbaum Recycling. I think I might have picked up there once before. Getting a load that goes to North Little Rock to a Tenenbaum Recycling. So it'll be a load of some sort of scrap metal. But I gotta pick it up in the morning, and they open at, I think he said 7:30. So yeah, it's gonna make for a short day. I mean, it's only an hour and a half from here. It's 1:30 now. So that little breakdown I had that delayed me about a day and a half really kind of messed up my week, because you know it's Thursday afternoon. I do need to get home this weekend. It's not an option for me to stay out because my wife's birthday is Saturday. Got some plans for that, so just one of those deals where gonna be a not so lucrative week. But he said I'd get this delivered, get this load picked up tomorrow, Friday morning, get it delivered Friday, and try to get reloaded. I hope I don't have to wait till Monday to get loaded. Hopefully they can get me something I can go ahead and pick up tomorrow. So we're gonna go get set up to camp out for tonight. In the morning we'll be in Rogers, Arkansas, and dispatch did tell me to make sure when I go into this place to make sure I already have my tarp opened up. I don't know, they got a real problem with you not having your tarp open, I guess. I don't know. So no problem. I did give my trailer a sweep out. You know, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be after hauling that stuff. You know, I swept out some stuff, but you know, it's the kind of deal where, you know, I'm hauling scrap metal. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. If I was hauling roofing granules or white sand or something like that, it might be a problem. I'd probably need to get a trailer washout, but just waiting here. So yeah, that's what we got. We'll pick it back up in the morning.